Okay. Fifth chakra. Vishuddha Chakra means purity. It's the throat chakra. The associated glands, associated glands, so this goes back to when I was taking, my foundational training, and I don't want this to be information that's tongue, mouth, more like, so I started this whole thing, how experiencing life through the dimensions that are the spiritual vortexes that are the chakras, right? So associated glands, I guess the way that I've processed the information and the way that I think I want to offer to you is Vishuddha, mouth, tongue, neck, thyroid, parathyroid. So just by you can heal your body by meditating, by on these places. You can heal your body by eating foods, doing yoga poses that target these areas. You can have the intention to be more pure with your tongue, with your mouth. You can think about what energies you create with your tongue and your mouth, what energies you allow in your ear. It's also your ears, sorry. So it's your ears too. And then for Spadhisthana, our second chakra, sexual organs, reproductive organs. Do you have a healthy relationship? at every level, right? So this is a multifaceted approach to hopefully you experiencing or remembering aspects of yourself that may be familiar to you and may not, I hope that made sense. I like this quote, but it reminded me of a quote that said, there's a meme on Instagram, it said, "I never fucking said that." And then Plato, Buddha, Gandhi, because there's so many quotes and they just put Buddha on it. So this is a Buddha quote. "Words have the power to both destroy and heal. When words are both true and kind, they can change our world." As the fifth chakra, the throat chakra is also the first of what is known as the upper chakras, comprising throat, third eye, and crown chakra. I have to tell you guys about a dream I had about the crown chakra. I think, I've always felt it this way, but it's less of a vortex and more of a portal. As its name suggests, it's found in the throat. We talked about the glands. So Vishuddha Chakra loosely translates to purity. Shuddhi means pure in Sanskrit, and V, so Vishuddha, before Vishuddha, so Vishuddhi intensifies the word. V is the root, so it literally means especially pure. The throat chakra energy center for speech and communication is directly linked to our integrity and our morals. At this energy point also governs the ears. It allows us to hear the inner voice of our intuition. When this energy center is open and balanced, we also have the capacity for creative expression. Okay, I didn't see this. So I was talking to you about I basically was saying like activation methods, like meditation, focusing attention on, yoga poses targeting. So this is throat chakra activation. Take some time to purify both yourself and your space, blah, blah, blah. Okay. This is the notebook quoting book, okay? So, Vishuddha Chakra, we know it's in the throat. Why do I feel like we talked about this? Because I told you, I always remember, Yam is the seed sound for the heart chakra, Y-A-M. And hum is for the, and I always like thought about how good I am at, like, maybe it was because I was born and raised in areas and then went to university in areas and then moved to an area where there's very, very high like Jewish populations. I spent time in the Middle East, but I'm very good at the but anyway, hum. Maybe I did that in a video that I didn't do. Blah, blah, blah. So, the upper chakra is the throat. Remember, the heart chakra is the bridge. The upper chakra is the throat, ajna, and sahasrara are known as like the more psychic, metaphysical, spiritual chakras. The Vishuddha Chakra is the center of purification, communication, and dreams. When the energy of the Kundalini Shakti, that's at the base of the spine, rises all the way up to this chakra, contentment, serenity, and the great gift of detachment develop. Vishuddha controls the functioning of the vocal cords from all of the other chakras. Vishuddha controls the vocal cords and the physical organs of hearing. At the throat center, the thoughts and emotions and physical organs, the thoughts and emotions of the heart convert into audible sound. When Vishuddha is activated, the voice takes on a profound power and beauty. But as I learned, you wouldn't be speaking from this. You wouldn't be speaking from this chakra. You'd be speaking probably from your belly chakra or your heart chakra. When you speak from this chakra, it's like, we'll get to that. When Vishuddha is activated, the voice takes on a profound power and beauty, penetrating and vibrationally transforming the hearts of those who hear it. Vishuddha is the bridge between the chakras of the lower body and the chakra of the brain. And the first four chakras, okay, I'm going to stick to stuff that we were talking about. There's really nothing left that I find interesting in this book about the throat chakra. So, amazing it didn't fall. Thank you. The throat chakra is, we talked about the organs and stuff. So this is your voice. Many people don't get to, like, it's such a luxury to even be discussing these things, right? Most of the planet is living in the first three dimensions or chakras, right? Root chakra, survival, like most of the planet finds what they're going to eat that day, you know? Most of the planet is the individual existence is very much influenced by the tribal or familial organization or hierarchy, depending, what culture, what country, what part of the world it is, more or less so, right? Second chakra, where people can experience, I would say, I don't know, I'm not going to throw out percentages. A lot of the world is living through survival, through connections to their family, through finding food on a daily basis, through, they don't really have the ability or that's why I don't really buy into the whole law of attraction thing. There's universal principles that are in alignment with some of the things that it says, but it's not, it doesn't, it doesn't pan out at the end. So, like a child born into a, very, I don't want to say destitute, because it's a different life, but like a tribe in Kenya or something like that maybe would always want to have a better life and has a positive mind. It's not because they're all negative that they're in this situation, right? There can be arguments that it's karmic cycles, things like that. Like I always say, this karmic dance, we should all, or I speak for myself, just feel honored to be a part of it. I'm never trying to understand it. But there are universal laws and things like the energetic anatomy and the system of the chakras that are sort of parameters in a way to understand the experience as much as I think one needs to for their own personal evolution. And so, say, then we'll move up to someone who's maybe, they know that they're going to eat, they've never gone hungry, maybe they live in like a shanty town or something like this in South America, but, in a lot of these places, sex is a huge thing, young girls are pushed into it for money, etc. So they're experiencing, when all of your relationships in your life is dependent on your body being traded for resources, for money, for, especially at a young age like that, for love and acceptance from your parents, tragic. You're experiencing this world in a different way. When you look at things at the store, it's different than the way someone looks at things at the store that's, never had to worry about shelter, food, never had to worry about their value being dependent on anything, specifically their bodies. And then we can get to third chakra. So, those kinds of people are going to shop at the market differently. They're going to behave at a restaurant differently. So then you get to be able to over-exercise. I think Trump is the perfect example of excessive third chakra. It's just he even walks with his third chakra leading, And so this is where, before we get to the heart, right, we're still in the material. It's kind of funny because it's third chakra, I just thought 3D, but we're in the material plane. But this is power, but not power that's negotiated for resources, like a higher level of power, right? And then the most powerful center is Anahata, unstruck. So that's the heart center, and that's the bridge, which is constantly trying to balance the energies of the metaphysical and sort of your spiritual self, your higher aspects of your soul that are sort of bogged down by being in the experience of lower chakras. Okay, I think that's good for right now. Digest, and then I think I'm gonna do 6 and 7 together. I have to tell you guys about how I stun gun myself. I bring a stun gun with me on walks to scare Ando. He's never been stunned with it. Only me. It's just the noise, like if he's pulling me too much, the noise. I also kind of like other people to know if I'm like walking alone that I have a stun gun. Here's me. Walking down Pacific Avenue with Andy. And he's like pulling, sometimes like, with the cars and stuff, like he'll just get very distracted. It's very easy to do the stun gun thing. I hold it in my hand and I go, hey, Mommy has a stun gun. And he pays attention right away. This time, I've never looked. I can't believe this is the first time it happened. I didn't even look. And I pressed the on button, and when you press the button, it stuns, and this light goes on. I stunned my palm. Thing flew out of my hand. Oh, funny. This couple was like parking. They're like, what is this girl doing? Stun gunning herself. Took up the stun gun. Like, oh no, come on. Bye.